Coenen. So let's start at the very beginning. Two twins start racing motocross. For some families it can be very hard to give the same focus to both, but you've obviously been able to do a very good job of it. What was it like at the very beginning when you were trying to push them up?
Oh, when we pushed it up, that's when we changed from country. When we come from Belgium to France, then we make a big step, and it was for the family it was quite difficult because we were only three, Sacha, Lucas and me, and so we need to do everything, so that was quite difficult.
And at the very beginning, you know, if you look back at the EMX65 and look at the results, they didn't really do that much. Was that a conscious thing, not to push them too hard too soon? You know, a bit like what Stefan did with Liam as well?
No, the only thing that we've done when they are quite young, that's only do these good competitions with the good riders and not local competition. And we went to this high level, but it was not the best result, but we take experience with that.
And ever since they've got in the GP paddock and the EMX 125 with Bud Kawasaki, they've seemed to improve lots. Do you think racing in this paddock every weekend and racing different tracks all around the world helps?
Yeah, it's also good. No, the competition in the 125 is quite high because all the riders want to win. You are about 60, 70 in the beginning of the season, 60, 70 riders you need to classify you. You need to have to be in the 21st because mostly there were two groups. So that was quite pretty sketchy in the beginning because but it was going on the right way, so yeah, it was quite in the beginning it was good.
And it's quite unique because obviously they're twins. We've seen brothers do well before, but the fact they're twins, they've been on the same journey. Just how would you reflect on the journey they've been on so far?
Oh, the only thing that for me is a little bit disappointing that if like last week they are both on the podium, then it's quite good, but if one is crashing off, one is a little bit disappointing, then you cannot enjoy because the other one is crying. That's quite difficult sometimes.
And being a father, when you know you're looking on the podium and they're both on the podium, just how does that feel? It must feel amazing.
The feeling for me, it's normal. It's their job. It's not my job. We are proud from the family that we've done it. Yeah.
And I mean, did you ever think you'd get it this far when you started out with them all those years ago? I don't think anyone really expects that.
In the beginning, we didn't. In the first time, we're not saying okay, we will be world champion or we will go for the title. We do our best and we see where we're going. So and when it's growing since 125 to 50 and then MX2. We make good steps, so yeah, now we believe that we can ride in front, and of course I think we can make it.
And Lucas, obviously coming into this season, he was a title contender, let's say. He certainly has the speed, so you must be happy with the speed aspect. Just mistakes here or there, but overall, so far he's having a solid season.
We have quite problems with the setup. We've done a lot of work now. And we are just also looking to have a better bike for him. That's more the advantage that he has, that he's a tall guy, strong guy, and that he can improve on those things. But with Sacha we had a lot of problems with that. And so we try to improve on this bike, and yeah, of course it's not so easy.
And just on Sacha, obviously he started the season slower than Lucas, but the last two GPs, he looks like a different rider, to be honest, so smooth and so in control. You must be delighted with that progress from the last two GPs.
Well, I think we work a lot on the bike from Sacha, on the setup, the last time. After Argentina, we try to manage some things on the bike. We've done it with KTM, we make some good job, and so now we find some solutions on every little thing and we make these steps and it's looking better and better.
And obviously Sacha's at the start of the season, and of course last year he's quite small, he maybe hasn't got the strength yet, but as that comes he should improve even more, and he's already winning GPs. It's scary, the potential.
I didn't understand the question.
So he was obviously, he's quite small and hasn't got the strength just yet, but he's already winning GPs and he should improve even more. So the potential for the future is good.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody sees it. So he's in front, he's riding in front, he's improving this, and he's changing also. And of course, if you win a GP, it gives you also a little bit wings like Red Bull.
What's the expectations for the rest of the season for both of them?
Well, Luca is quite normal. He wants to win the championship. We hope that we can win it. It's still long. There are still 10 GPs, I think. And with Sacha, I think if we can end top 5, it's quite good. That was the expectation from the beginning of the year. Win a GP and top 5 at the end of the season. So we are still working and we need to improve.
And the level of MX2, it's quite high. We've seen a lot of riders on the podium. If you get a bad start, it makes it difficult to come through. But I think Lucas has shown, even with bad starts, he can come up through a pack, which is quite hard to do.
The problem is this track is quite. You need to start in the front. If you're not starting in the front, it's quite difficult to come back. You see it with Guy also and Lucas also. There are a lot of left riders also that's not so good, and there is a gap, I think 35 seconds between the first one and the last one. So it's quite. It's not. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit too much because some things are very sketchy.
And just the sport in Belgium, obviously there used to be so many tracks. What's it like being Yeah, just on Belgium, the sport, there used to be a lot of tracks. Is it difficult now to be in Belgium? There's not that many places to ride compared to what there used to be. Where do you spend a lot of the time with the guys?
With the guys, we are a lot in East Germany. We also a little bit in France and in Spain a lot. Because these tracks you can start in the morning and not in the afternoon. That's a problem for me in Holland and in Belgium, that you start always in the afternoon and then it makes long days and you're doing nothing in the morning. So for me that was the only advantage when we go into France, that it's easier for us for training.
And it's quite sad what's going on in Belgium. You know, there's not that many tracks. To live there, it must be disappointing to see the government not support the sport.
Yeah, but this is a problem for the government. It's not.
And just last question: plans for the future? Going to be in Europe again next year, or still all up in the air? Have you got a preference?
You must ask to KTM. I cannot answer this.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time.